Ralts Community Day Classic is coming down this Saturday, the 25th from 2 until 5 p.m. In this video, we're going to check out all the tips, tricks, and strategies and behind the scenes things that you need to do to make sure you are the most successful in Ralts Comm Day and Pokemon Go. So welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go. So on the 25th from 2 until 5, it is the Ralts Comm Day Classic. We're going to have the bonuses, which are going to be 1/4 egg hatch distance. We'll be having increased spawns, which is going to be nice. We're obviously going to have increased shiny chances, some of the highest shiny chances you will ever have in the game. There's also going to be 2x catch Stardust going on, which is unique. We haven't really seen two bonuses like this happen except for the Comm Day wrap up at the end of the year, which is always exciting. You're going to have 3-hour incenses and 3-hour lure module, any lure module you plan to put on. The featured attack of the day is going to be Synchronoise, which is going to go down on some of these Pokemon. Unfortunately speaking, this Synchronoise is not the most effective moveset and it is not really relevant for this Pokemon, but I will give you guys what is going on with PvP and the IVs to make sure you know exactly what the recommended moves are for these Pokemon. Not only that, guys, we will have the Photobombs going on during this Comm Day Classic, and we will also get these showcases that you do not want to look over because you do get great free premium items by participating, especially if you're able to go and do that in a remote area. Obviously, the spawns are going to be everywhere, and there is going to be the $2 add-on research quest line, which is going to feature Ralts. You will be able to get some of the Ralts, the Kirlia, and the Gallade, and the Gardevoir, and potentially get yourself a Shundo coming from the field research, which is a highly desired thing on Comm Days. And let's not forget about the timed research, which will allow you to get Unova stones in the quantity of 4, so please don't overlook that. That will be on the left side of your research tab, not on the right side. It will be on the left side, so you guys can unlock that and help you guys do some evolutions for the Gallade. So with this said, where do we need to be right now starting for this event? Well, number one, you need to be going through your bag, especially your Pokemon bag. You need to be clearing out Pokemon. I like to go into Comm Days with 500 free spots. That allows me to be able to play a good amount of the chunk of the Comm Day. Ideally, you would go in with 1,500, but I really need to do some work and some refinement in my bag to be able to make that work. I know I have the space, but I have not been on top of it. But it is time for me to start getting on top of it because the Unova Tour is coming up soon. So all these tips that I am talking to you about now, if you start implementing them today, you will have a much bigger head start going into the Unova Tour at the end of February and the early of March. Not only that, guys, you want to come in with great balls and ultra balls. These are going to help you catch these Pokemon fastest. And if you guys do want to use pineapple berries, you can use them to get a little bit extra candy, but I find that if you are just using a Mega Level 3 and you are going out there and catching as many of these Pokemon as possible, that it is better for your Stardust and your XP. Maybe your candy isn't quite as lucrative as it could be, but it does yield you the most XL candy, the most Stardust, and the most XP if you do not use a berry because it slows you down slightly while you are playing. And then let's also talk about what else we're doing here. So 12-kilometer eggs would be ideal because of the 1/4 egg hatch distance. You can put them on regular incubators or super incubators to hatch them even faster. Putting them on a star piece will help out. And then if you are going to use that 2x catch Stardust, what you can do is use star pieces. You're going to need a grand total of 6. If you don't pay to play Pokemon Go, you can always put your Pokemon in gyms and realize some coins that way to help you out. So don't overlook that and do that. And then also all those showcases that I talked to you guys about get you free premium items that you can use in optimized situations like this, because while you do get not a ton of free premium items, if you do them in the right circumstances, in the right situations, you will be able to do that. Don't forget about best friend bonuses as well. Start moving your best friends, your ultra friends, your great friends all the way to their 1 day away, and then pop it on Comm Day because everybody does play, and this all you will need to do is 1 lucky egg, and then you can go out there and hit a ton of excellent throws to add to your XP on just 1 lucky egg, especially if you are timing it all up properly. So that's going to be the pre. Now let's talk about what do we do when we're almost to the day. Well, we do need a Mega Level 3, which is going to be either a Psychic or a Fairy type Pokemon. As far as Psychic, we're going to get Mega Alakazam, Slowbro, Gardevoir, Medicham, Latias, Latios, Rayquaza, and Mega Gallade. And then for the Fairy, we can use Mega Gardevoir, Mega Mawile, Mega Altaria, and Mega Diancie. So there are going to be tons of options for you out there to use a Mega, but the most important thing is that it is a Mega Level 3 that will yield you the most XL candy and the most bonuses that you will be able to get. So please, whichever one you do have at a Mega Level 3, use that one as the primary primary. It doesn't matter which one you're using, you're not attacking with this Pokemon. This will be the primary focus going on here. And then let's talk about the 100% IVs for this Pokemon. From field research, it will be 231 for the Ralts. And then as far as the 100% IVs for the guaranteed hundo, there is only one guaranteed hundo CP that you can get, and that will be at level 30 if it is not cloudy or windy weather, and that is going to be 462. That if you see a 462 and it is not cloudy and it is not windy, it is a guaranteed 100% IV because it is not being weather boosted. But if it is weather boosted, that will take the level 30 Pokemon, the highest that you could see in the wild, all the way to level 35, which means that 462 is not a guaranteed hundo, but the next level 35, and if it is windy or cloudy, will be a CP of 500. And then once Comm Day starts, what do? Well, you start putting on your eggs so you can hatch them if you do have those 12 kilometer eggs. You put on your star piece after a couple kilometers to be able to help you yield as much Stardust as possible. You are using the skip animation catch trick. If you want to see that up here, you can check it out. And you are going through the day as fast as possible, completing field research in a downtown area, preferably. If you guys don't have a downtown area, a small downtown area is great. If you cannot go anywhere based on weather conditions, using premium lore modules and then using those on like a 5-stop situation where you're inside to keep warm, that works out best for you as well. So going out there and catching as many things as possible is very, very important, and capitalizing here. I want you guys to play Ralts Comm Day as if you'll never need another XL candy coming from Ralts ever again. That's optimally placed for your guys' gameplay because you have them all right now. Remember that Gardevoir as a Mega is pretty powerful. The Shadow is good as well, and then Mega Gallade is pretty good. If you want to see that video, you can check it out up here. It is not the top in any of the categories, but it is a great budget counter at that. And then let's not stop there. Let's talk about the PvP IVs as well. Well, Gardevoir is maybe not the best Pokemon served in PvP, but Gallade does hold a spot, but it is in the Shadow form in the Great League. But let's find out what all the optimal IVs for PvP are on this Pokemon. In the Great League, Gardevoir is ranked 344 in Shadow, 504 in the non-Shadow, at a 01515. In the Ultra League, it's 399 in the Shadow, 439 in the non-Shadow, at a 01215. And then in the Master League, it's ranked 139 in the Shadow and 177 in the non-Shadow. And the only time that Synchronoise is relevant for Gardevoir is in the Master League. So if you guys do want to use that specific moveset on that Pokemon, you can. But just as a reminder, from a meta attacker standpoint, Psychic is a stronger move than is Synchronoise. And then let's check out Gallade as well. So in the Great League, it's going to be ranked 62 in the Shadow, Psycho Cut, Close Combat, Leaf Blade, and 128 in the non-Shadow, at a 01515. In the Ultra League, it's ranked 111 in the Shadow, 187 in the non-Shadow, at a 01215. And then in the Master League, it is going to be a rank 132 in the Shadow, 187 in the non-Shadow, Cycle Cut, Close Combat, and Leaf Blade. So for this specific Pokemon, it does not even require Synchronoise to be the strongest in the game. So there you have it for all of those IVs that you need to know about this Pokemon in Pokemon Go. What I suggest doing, guys, is to make sure that you get something semi-good for this Pokemon, because a moveset can always make a Pokemon more relevant. And then play throughout the entire day. After the day is over, remember to trade, do your evolutions if you want this moveset. Remember, you can always TM away this move, but it is going to require an elite charge TM to get this move. So what I would suggest, if you guys maybe don't want it eventually, is to just get it now, and when you don't want it, then TM away it later, so that you at least have this moveset on your Pokemon and you didn't have to put a premium item on it to be able to get it. And if you guys do want to trade more, this is a great option for you. Trade as much as possible, because then you can get lucky Ralts and you can evolve them into Gardevoir or Gallade, depending on which one you get, and that will help you power these Pokemon up for less Stardust if you want to use it. And don't forget that Gardevoir does get Triple Axle, which is an ice move and makes it pretty relevant. If you want to see more about Gardevoir and Pokemon Go, check it out up here. So thank you guys for being here as always. Love and appreciate you guys. To all of my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes your support, subscription, and participation to X level. I'm going to see you guys out on the next video. Peace.
I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.